Well, I hope you're all enjoying your Sunday, folks, and it is Sunday. You know what that means. It's time for Train Sim World 2 with myself and Simon, and we're going to bring you the newest route on Train Sim World 2, the Arosa Line from Chur to Arosa. Oh, lovely, oh joy. So you can see they're all pretty big activities, but the one we're going to do today is the timber log delivery going from Chur, headed up to St. Peter, Molinis. So, hope you're all ready. I hope you're all sitting back. Hope you're all comfortable. Hope you all got your ticket. Hope you all get in line as well. And we'll see what this route has in store for us. I will pre-warn you though, it's long, and there's going to be a lot of moaning involved as well. Ah, lovely. Welcome to the Arosa Line.
It's time to get this new route tested.
Tested, yes, tested. Although, I will say, I've already tested this route on my Twitch channel. We went live for the first time today on Twitch, and we did the introduction.
Well, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. Basically, as we are filming this on the Thursday of release day. So we have filmed. I have done the introduction for Twitch. I'll leave a link in the description to the Twitch channel if you want to go see the disaster that turned out to be. Basically filmed this episode after it, and me and Simon were recording it at 7 PM Thursday evening.
Well, 1917 UK time.
1917 UK time. Excuse me. So that tells you the dedication that we have got to this route here. Because if in these scenarios you're not going to get to see the full immersion, but when I play the passenger services away from the camera, I'm going to get to experience the full immersion of this route, because it's an entirely different thing here. So,
what are you doing in this one then?
What are we doing in this one? Well, we have got to go. By the way, on your right, is Chur Hopbahnhof station.
Right.
This that we're coming up to is the station forecourt of Chur. The Arosa Line starts in the forecourt of Chur station.
Right.
And it runs along the road.
Road rage.
Road rage, yeah. Look, you've got the buses there on your left as well. So it is a proper interchange, is Chur. This is what, I tell you what, right, I know the trains are every hour going up to Arosa, but I would do this route just for the hell of doing this route.
Even though it's like 16 miles?
Even though it's 16 miles, it takes probably about an hour because of the speeds that we have to do. And you'll see why when we get there. So we now have to go couple up to the two log wagons, or timber wagons I should say, that are behind us.
Also, you do a freight.
We're doing a freight. Yes, you can do passenger and freight on the Arosa Line. So let's back it up. Oh yeah, by the way, it's not a train horn.
What is it? Steam.
It's a steam whistle.
Yeah.
If you can believe it.
These are like tram trains, are they?
I think they are tram trains, because they're designed to run in the town of Chur. They're designed to run on the roads of Chur. Chur. I would pronounce it as Chur, personally.
So what you're telling me is this is Toby the Tram on steroids?
Do you know what? Let's go with that. Let's go with this is Toby the Tram engine on steroids. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that analogy a lot. So yes, we have basically got to take these two log wagons up the mountains, and then hopefully that is the job done. Now, you will notice the cab layout. It didn't take me, it only clocked on when I was doing this scenario. But that wheel there is not it is a throttle, but it's a different type of throttle.
And what's that?
That is a speed limited throttle.
Okay.
Basically, it goes up in 0.5 increments until... Yes, we're going to go out and couple these log wagons. Have a look at these log wagons. They are different, aren't they?
Yes.
There you go. We've coupled up now. Perfect. So only 2 log wagons. Wait till you see some of these...
I guess it's only 2 because of the steep incline, isn't it?
Oh, you are about to see some of the steepest inclines we have ever encountered. And we are going there.
Okay.
Exactly right. So link it forward. I wish it wouldn't do that. So as it's going, so 0.5 would take it to 5 miles an hour, 1 to 10, 1, 15, 20, 25, 30, then 33. Because it goes 3.3, 3.5 onwards. But you don't need to worry about the throttle after 3.5 because the top speed of this line is 35 kilometers an hour, which roughly translates as about 23
miles per hour.
23 miles an hour. And you can see what I mean right here. We have started on the road in Chur, and we're now heading up the incline.
So this loco that we're driving is a GE 4/42
Yes, it is.
electric locomotive built by Swiss Locomotive and Machine Works and Brown Boveri CIE.
Yep.
Built between 1973, well, 2 batches actually looks like, 1973 and 1984.
That would be correct, yes.
You either have a max speed of 56 miles per hour, you're allowed to go 23.
23, but 35 kilometers an hour.
And there's 23 of these locos that have been produced.
That is correct. And I believe all 23 are still in service.
And this is also a meter gauge locomotive.
Meter gauge locomotive, I would take that. Because this is a different gauge to the line you saw at Chur railway station. This would be another reason to go to Switzerland, to do the Arosa Line. Or as they've called it here, the Arosa Line. Lini, or whatever it wants to be pronounced. Now, you see the 2 tracks here are about to converge into a single track.
Yes.
It is single track working up as far as, I believe the first station is Luen. I'm hoping my Swiss friends will correct me if I pronounce that incorrectly.
Imagine living in one of these houses as this goes past.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? So, as you can see, look, we've got the throttle at the moment to the 2.0 setting. Oop, there's the cab light. We found the cab lights, unlike the Western.
That's a good start.
That's a good start. We found the cab lights.
Great start indeed.
By the way, I was speaking to Dan Turner on Twitch.
Yes.
He says he knows where the cab lights were for the Western.
And where were they?
I don't know because he hasn't sent me the information yet. And, right. So this is the station right here. This is called Chur Stadt.
Looks like a bus stop.
It is a bus stop. It's effectively a bus stop.
Or is it a bus stop at a railway station?
Oh yeah, you are on roads right here for 1.6 kilometres, and then after that, that's where the incline comes in. You can see at the moment we're at a manageable 0.6. You think to yourself, 0.6% incline, that's nothing. Oh, you wait, pal. You wait until we get up in the mountains, because I am telling you, it is going to get worse.
How worse?
Oh, well, put it this way. You see that 0.6?
Yep.
Flip it.
6.0.
A 6.0 incline is up here waiting for us.
See, it elevates a bit as well.
It does. You can see. That is the one thing I will praise. Is it Rivet Games that did this? I believe
Yes.
it was, yes. That is the one thing I will praise Rivet Games for. They have captured this absolutely perfecto.
I wonder how they capture it though.
That would be a good thing. Maybe they go for a run. Because, there are companies around that will attach cameras, or they'll have people in the cab, and they will actually physically let them go and do their business, won't they?
So here's a loop, I'm guessing, or is this the next station?
Yes, this is a passing loop, or this actually might be a station. It looks like more of a station, as my phone agrees with me. That's what I say. But you can see it waiting for us. It's coming, and it's gonna come pretty hard. That's what she said.
Oh yeah, that was just a passing loop.
Yes, that was a passing loop right there. So you can, I don't know if you can see, we can go 30 now, 30 kilometers an hour. That 21 you see there is the 33.
You're right by the river as well.
Yes, you basically follow this river now all the way up the hill. You see, look at if you look at the incline, you see a 2.3, and you think to yourself, well, that is the steepest incline we've gone up on this route. The only thing that will get close to that in terms of steepness is going to be the Bakerloo line. That'll run it pretty darn close. I think there are some 2.0s in there. That is what I think anyway. I seem to remember at some points there was 2.0s, but it may increase. Oh, one thing I will say now. This is not just said to you, this is said to everyone who watches this. Prepare for the imminent arrival of the Clinchfield Railroad. Because I went on there after I got something in a second, which you'll probably find out. You'll probably guess what it is.
I don't.
No, but when as you're going through, you'll probably guess what it was that I got.
A trophy.
A trophy, yeah. And as you can probably guess, here's the first example of one of the viaducts. Look at this. I mean, would you not want to go over here and just
film some stuff on the other side?
Film some stuff on the other side. It's only 3 trains in the permitted, but my God, here's your 6% incline.
That does look good.
Amazingly, this train can hold its speed up the hill.
It's electric.
It is, and it's also got this throttle control as well, which not a lot of locos and or units have.
So they actually built a good locomotive for this line.
They've built a good locomotive. If there was to be a DLC, it would be the replacement for this loco, which I do believe, I can't remember what it is. I know it's a unit of some description. Let me see if I can find out what it's called. But it's just a case of taking these views, people. Please, to God, just take in these views.
Why do some of them look like snow shelters as well?
Yes, because, like I said, we're in Switzerland. And what's the one thing Switzerland gets worse than the UK?
Snow.
Snow. And this is in deep Alps territory. It's not in the Alps per se, but it is in the Alps per se.
So it's no joke.
It's literally, it is no joke. It used to be called the Ratian line, but now it's called the Arosa Line. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes from the canton capital. I don't have a clue what the canton capital is. Just try to see where. Farina. I really don't see anything here that would say which. Wait, if it goes to I think is it Torino or is it Tirano? Sorry, and that includes St. Moritz, and St. Moritz is in the Alps. Even the phone agrees with me that St. Moritz is in the Alps. So yeah, there is a lot to take in, as we would say.
More than a lot.
There is more than a lot. There is the line in question, Chur to Arosa. There are trains, so they're regional. They run to a 9:30 timetable. I haven't a clue what that is. Let me see if I can find the Arosa. Here it is, the Chur Arosa Railway. So the Chur Arosa Railway built in 1914 by the Chur Arosa barn to connect the Grecian capital of Chur with the spa town of Arosa. Since 1942 became part of the Rhaetian Railway, and the name of its former company is still used on the line. Now let me see if it mentions anything about the mountains. It is a mounted railway, so that we can definitely. It looks like Hornhill, the Hornhill Mountains. It actually runs south of the Wittenberg, and that's a pretty big.
Wittenberg.
The Wittenberg, yeah. That's a pretty big. See if it mentions the Alps. I'm pretty sure it's close to the Alps. No, there is no mention of the Alps.
Oh.
I thought there would be mention of the Alps personally. That is what I would have. That is what I would have thought anyway. But
this is also the first Swiss route for Tracing World.
it is the first Swiss route for Tracing World. If you remember, we had our first Canadian route in the Oakville subdivision. We had our first French route in the form of the LGV Mediterranean. And now we've got our first Swiss route. And very soon, we'll have our first Scottish route as well.
Yes.
Which I could... Let me impress upon you this, right? I can tell you now for a fact there are a lot more people waiting for the Scottish route than they are waiting for the Clicktrild Railroad and the Hamburg-Lubeck route. Even though the Hamburg-Lubeck route has got a loco that is going to be coming to the a new loco, and as well the what's it called? Which one's the other route? I've got the Clicktrild Railroad. That's got more locos coming than it should have. They're all waiting for the Cathcart Circle. I'm waiting for the Cathcart Circle, to be fair, because as soon as we get the 314s for the Cathcart Circle, we've got the 313s for the East Coast Way.
Yeah.
Which I know everyone's waiting for. Everybody is waiting for the 313s. We've been waiting for the 313s for ages.
No, yes, the 313s are delayed because of COVID.
I don't know, because I think the 313s are being made by Rivet, who are making the Cathcart Circle.
Guessing so.
It must be, yeah, absolutely.
Probably is there, because I've picked like permission to get to depots, all that might be delayed because of the situations and all that.
Yeah, not only that, it's also going to be a case of which two... Are they going to just bring out the 313 Southern livery, or are we going to get the livery that I know everyone... If we don't get that livery, I guarantee you the first thing everyone will be doing is creating it.
What, Network Southeast?
No, 313201. In the blue and grey. I guarantee you...
It's an easy one to make.
It's an easy one to make, absolutely. And who knows, maybe we end up making it, and it may go...
on the East Coast Way.
On the East Coast Way, exactly. So, well, we'll go to... What is the name of that town called? Unter something. Let's have a look here.
Unter, I have no idea.
Unter Sax. That's what it's called. Unter Sax.
And the line doubles again.
The line doubles again. So here is Unter Sax. There is a train, as you can see, waiting for us to pass. Here at Unter Sax, we can carry on straight through with our logs.
Is that a railway station?
That is a railway station, yes.
Did look like one.
They are very primitive railway stations. And look at that. You can see right there in front of you. You can see the incline. You can physically see the incline waiting for us.
Going up again?
Going up again. Exactly. Going up more and more. Now, you're about to also see the reason why this track is limited to 35 kilometres an hour. Why it is the speed that it is. Because past Untersacker, going into Lune Castile, I think it's pronounced Luen Castile, there are some vicious drops on the other side.
Right by the cliffs.
Right by the cliffs, and that's why the maximum speed is, in places, 30 kilometres an hour. It may not seem a lot, 30 kilometres an hour, which is only, 19, but in this scenery, it's just... I wish that I could find the way to actually physically get out of the loco to show you this scenery and the loco at work.
problem is if
with the immersion setting, you can't. Well, you can, but it's really, really complicated. It is unforgivingly complicated, and you can't turn the immersive setting off. You have to have it for the older routes, no problem. But for the newer routes, i.e. the LGV, Bakerloo, Isle of Wight, Southeastern High Speed. There's another one that I'm forgetting. What am I forgetting? Even the Diesel Legends of the Great Western, you can't have going outside. It has to be immersion. There's a viaduct right there that a lot of. I mean, you could probably be on the side there and watch these trains go over that viaduct.
Hell of a viaduct.
It is a hell of a viaduct. I believe, if I'm right, that's at the Saka. So I believe that is it's either the Calfresian viaduct or the Ouderpraeden viaduct. One of the two.
Nice big tunnel here.
Nice big tunnel. That is another thing with this route, because it's a lot of tunnels. But at least this time we got the cab lights.
We have indeed.
Unlike the Western.
You're not going to stop at that Western with no lights, are you?
Absolutely not, sir. I had the right to see where I was going.
But did you find out eventually that they've messed up on that DLC?
I believe there are some issues with that DLC, yes. Because the DLC, because we did the DLC day one. We only found out probably last week or earlier this week. Earlier this week, the DLC actually came out wrong. Especially the Western, they forgot to put in a few buttons.
Especially the cab lights.
Especially the cab lights.
That's why we had no cab lights.
That's why we had no cab lights. Also, that is annoying. And should I tell you why?
Why?
This is why I find that to be really annoying. Because it was a copy and paste job for the West Somerset Railway. All they had to do, lift, move, place.
They had one job.
They had one job and they got it wrong. They got it right with... Even the 101's got issues. And that's on two routes. There's just... I understand that DLCs and games come out with bugs. This is where everyone in the comments will type in the words Cyberpunk 2077. Believe me, that there are some bugs in there that you wouldn't even believe.
Or WWE 2K20.
Yes, WWE 2K20 as well. There are some bugs in there you wouldn't believe, and trust me, as we come into Lune Castile, I think we've got to stop here, if I remember rightly. What was I saying then?
The bugs.
Bugs, that's it. We acknowledge that some games or DLCs when they get released they'll have bugs, but for them to get two items that were simple copy and paste jobs and to get them obscenely wrong in a DLC that cost £15. 15 quid. That reminds me, I owe you £22.49 for this.
Yes, you can get it 10% off till...
10% off until the 12th of April, I do believe, if you're on the PlayStation Network.
With PS Plus.
With the PS Plus. If you're on Xbox, go swivel. If you're on PC, go swivel. And if you're on anything else, ha! You don't get Train Sim World 2 at all! Sorry, Sega people. We don't mean to offend you like that. Do we?
Sega's still around.
I don't know. I don't think Sega do things anymore. I don't think so anyway. So here's Lune Castile. Now, you'll notice that we have a red signal waiting for us. Why do you think we have a red signal, sir?
You have to wait for a train to
You've got to wait for a train to come down from the mountains. So here it is.
So you could have shown people here.
I could have done, but you've got to go through here and stop at the signal round the corner. And when you get to that signal, then the train conveniently comes down the hill. As you're about to see. Also, now is the time that I mention it. Now is the time. And Simon is like, oh God, he's been waiting for this. Haven't you?
I'm more like thinking, what the hell?
What the hell? I have dealt with some locos in my time.
Oh,
But
know what's coming.
when it comes to the brakes on this thing, my God. I thought the brakes on a Western were bad. These make the brakes on a Western look like were brakes for a Lamborghini that was stopping on a dime. Here's the train coming down now. These brakes in this GE4, what is it? See, you can see, look! I've got the brakes fully on! We're going backwards!
In the terms of brakes,
We have no brakes! In terms of brakes, we have no brakes. Anyway, we can get on with it now.
well, at least you don't have to pass a signal of danger.
And any moment now, you will see what I was talking about earlier. Because,
Of an incline?
another incline. Now, why do you think that says 22 there, Simon? Why do you think it says 35 up there, Simon?
Because of cliffs.
Why do you think there's a gap coming up here, Simon?
Trophy.
Why do you think I'm getting this trophy, Simon?
Because you've done 35 kilometres.
There you go! He's put it all together, and as you will see momentarily right about now. Look at that.
Lovely trophy.
Lovely trophy. GE44-2 around the bend, and it'll get a confirmation up in the corner, trophy earned, and that is the trophy.
Around the bend.
Around the bend, yeah.
Was it making you go around the bend on Twitch?
Oh, God almighty. Oh, God. We're not going to talk about the introduction. We're not going to talk about it, folks. Yes, I ended up walking away with the trophy. Yes, I got a gold medal for it. We are not going to talk about it. We're just not.
Watch that.
Simon's like leaning here. I'd like to talk about it.
So, what happens on Twitch?
We're not going to talk about it.
So, what's happened on Twitch?
It may have taken me a few attempts to do the introduction.
Still, I'd like to know more what happened on Twitch.
It took me 4 attempts. It took me 4 attempts, all right. Every single time. Hi, I'm coming up to your location. I'd like to break. I'm sorry. Are you waiting for a butler to bring you the? I want to fucking break. Scenario. Oh, fuck you. Then let's try it again. You gotta wait at this signal. Okay, I am pressing the thing to acknowledge to let me let you past. No, you didn't. You didn't press the button. I haven't shown Twitch. I pressed the fucking button. And then on the 4th attempt, we got it.
Everything else, is that it?
That is it. It took the first attempt. We ended up passing the signal at danger in Chur station. The second 2 attempts, we ended up passing a red signal.
Still got a long way yet.
We still have a long, long way. Oh no, St. Peter's Molinis is next. But you won't believe what I'm going to be doing up there. You will not believe. You seriously will not believe what we're going to be doing. It's absolutely incredible, and also incredulous as well.
You have to uncouple the freight car.
Oh,
Or do you have to bring in more freight cars?
Oh no! What you are getting prepared to see is what is known as the biggest F-up in the history of F-ups.
In the search of F-ups, there is an F-up.
Oh, there are plenty. There are absolutely plenty of F-ups. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. It is just F-up after F-up after F-up. Oh boy. There really is nothing more that could be said, unfortunately. There really is nothing more. And you may think to yourself, it surely can't go wrong. Oh, let me tell you, it's about to go wrong. It's about to go wrong, folks.
Indeed, it will go wrong.
It is about to go very wrong, yes.
Now, bear in mind, I have not seen this being played because I was at work when this was played.
That is true. Everything that everything I've recorded today, Simon wasn't here for. So, whereas for me, it's not new. For Simon, this is all brand new.
So this is the first time I've seen this, so I don't know what's gone on.
Yes. Oh, I can confirm that the collectibles in this area are the train maps, the cameras. You've got to collect snow globes, and you've got to collect wooden cutouts for goats. Yes, mountain goats.
I hope that's what a goat sounds like.
Meh.
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 Ugh. Hear me. Right, we'll go over this lovely little viaduct here. Honestly, I cannot wait to do the services, just the services alone. I think I've got to do 20
services.
20 services for a trophy. You do one to get a trophy, but then you do another to... There's also a trophy, and this is the first trophy I am aware of. You have to travel, I think it's either 15 or 20 kilometres as a passenger. As a passenger.
I didn't notice that.
But is that 15 as a physical passenger or as you're driving the train passenger? You feel what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Good.
But with a driver passenger, then who's driving the train?
That is true. Who is driving? You can see what I mean by the steep drop-offs here coming up. Because they are steep. But then again, we are going up mountain.
Wouldn't want to go 100 miles per hour on this.
No, and I know some people have already threatened to put the ICE on this route.
Have they?
It's not gonna happen.
Can the ICE fit on this track?
Probably not, but I would love to see someone attempt to put the ICE on this route. I would really love to see them attempt to put the ICE on this route. I really would. You can see here with there we go. There is the station. That is the one thing about this route. There's lots of twists, it's turns. It's this way, it's that way. You'll be seeing a lot more of this side in a second. You're about to see fuck up number 1 come up as well, because we are approaching St. Peter Molinis.
Do you overshoot?
No, we don't overshoot. But they are about to tell me something that they didn't even explain to me in the tutorial for this loco. We didn't even get an explanation for it. All I'm going to say is, right, watch the screen and see if you notice something.
Okay, I'm watching the screen.
You'll watch the screen. It happens literally as we're about to crest this hill. We're going to crest this hill right about now. Now see if you can notice it.
Flashing yellow.
Yeah. What you are seeing there is the ZF acknowledgement. They didn't even teach me that, and that has slammed the emergency brakes on.
Ah.
And you can see now we've pulled up well short of where we needed to be. Well short. Now guess what? See, now here's me looking around thinking, what the hell am I doing here? Well, first of all, we're going to go uncouple these 2 log wagons.
Do we got Fred Shays on them?
He may be on them. He may be on them. But I can confirm, I did double check this. Because now what you're about to see is me looking around thinking, what the hell is going on? And I'm thinking here, are the brakes on? You see we're turning the wheel, nothing's happening.
Is this a few moments later kind of thing? Or
oh no, we resolved this. You got the doors locked, we don't need to lock the doors. So maybe I thought it's because the door's locked. Nope, it's not the door. You can also hear it beep 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 beep. And I'm looking around and I'm thinking, what has gone wrong here? Try this thing again. Nope, it's not moving again. But then eventually try the sander. No, there's no point in trying the sander.
They tell you have to push a big red button.
Not a big red button. So we put the brakes on. Then we take the brakes off. Try again. Nope,
No.
Still won't work. Try the handbrake. No, the handbrake is on. Off, I should say. But you're about to see me go any moment now. We've put the rear view mirror on. I don't know why we put the rear view mirror on. We don't need it. You're about to see it. We're going down to... We're looking around. We're literally wondering. And then you're going to see... And you can just about see it there in the centre of your screen right now. There is a button there called ZS.
You have to push that.
And we have to push that
Push
button.
that button.
There it is. ZS acknowledge. We've acknowledged the ZS. Go forward. All the brakes are off. And there you go. It's fixed. And they did not teach you that in the tutorial.
Well, they should.
They should have, because a lot of the older ones, they do teach you about emergency brakes. But this one didn't. Maybe because they thought someone's not a dumb shit to not do it. But hey, hi, hello, I'm the dumb shit.
So where you gotta go?
Right, so we're going to go basically up around the corner. Don't ask me why we have to go around the corner. We do. Even though the signal is 1.2 kilometres away, we have to go up the incline around the corner. You're also about to see something else they didn't teach you as well. Because you're thinking, a 6% gradient. You saw when we were at the previous station how easy it was to roll backwards.
Yeah.
Well, I learned this on the fly as we're about to do it. Because you don't use the brakes to control this loco. You really don't use the brakes to control this loco.
So what do you use then?
You use the wheel. You use the wheel to control this loco. So there we are, we've pulled up to the stop now. So now we've got to go backwards. We're going to go backwards now to the other side of the station. As you can see here, for some reason now we have to go to the other side. So we're going to be basically hooking up to the logs. So hit it in reverse.
Well, you coupled them.
Now we're going to go couple back up to them. You're about to see why this scenario takes as long as it does. They said 50 minutes on the board. It doesn't take 50 minutes. Proceed as signal indicated. So we've got the I believe right now that we're rolling, and you can see now, look, we're out of control.
Yeah.
We are literally out of control, and the emergency brake is about to come on again and stop us in our tracks.
And it has.
And it has. So, and it's at this point, okay, Jesus crikey, ZL, you're about to see now that look, I tried the loco brake, 95%, nothing works. So then I start using the counter brake. Basically, the counter brake is used coming down the mountains.
Ah.
So now you can see that we're circling along, we're going along nicely, at about 10 miles an hour.
Yes.
11 now, but the more brake we put into it, the more the speed comes down. Now that's going to be key when we do our next scenario on the Arosa Line.
That's going to be later on though.
But that's going to be later in the year. But yeah, this loco is a complicated loco. It's a bit of a diva with the brakes, but the scenarios are all 2 to 4 star rated, and that's why this is a value for money DLC. You got a loco that's difficult to drive, and you got 5 scenarios that will test you to the limits. And the smallest scenario is 50 minutes. The longest is 90. So yeah, you can tell that. You can see that the Z acknowledge, it wants us to acknowledge it, which we are doing. We're now pulling into St. Peter Molinis station, and now we've got to go back the other side of St. Peter Molinis to go and get the wagons. Because the wagons don't go there.
Do they go the siding?
There's a little siding on the side and they go in there. And believe me when I tell you, there's not much room in that siding. There really isn't a lot of room there. You can see we're just taking it easy. There is the Peter Molinis.
Yes. There's a camera there.
You what, sorry?
There's a camera there.
And that's one of the collectibles. I'll be doing the collectibles off camera. So, or maybe you want to see me do a collectibles guide for this route. I've never done a collectibles guide. If you want to see that, leave it in the comments and we'll do a collectibles guide for anyone that wants to.
I guess the siding's just coming off now.
The siding is still a while off yet.
Oh, well, a while off.
But there's the 2 log wagons that we brought up. You see we're going through the platform now. The siding is there on your right now. You can see we're just passing over the...
Why are you going to go a bit further back?
I really don't know. This route is so complicated. And I mean that in the nicest possible way.
So this is a good location for passenger freight then?
It is a good location for passenger freight. I just realised I need my laptop charger. And I can't lift it up because it's being difficult. It's trapped on something.
I'll be right back.
He'll be right back, yes. So until he's back, you're left with me, unfortunately. You can see we're having to use the counter brake to really hold the loco in place. Because if it gets out of control, we're off down the hill. We are off down the hill and we are off down the mountain. And I don't want to be off down the hill and off down the mountain because it is a long way back up this bloody mountain, let me bloody tell you. Although it'll only let me go 3.6 kilometres before it decides enough is enough. So,
I'm back!
He's back. Unfortunately, I wish you'd go away.
Can we jump off this cliff?
Yeah, hey, there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them, go jump.
The only problem is though, it's determined which cliff though.
That is true.
But we do not encourage jumping off cliffs.
No, we don't encourage it. Unless it's something that, you do for a bit of a thrill.
With a parachute or...
With a parachute.
Hang glider or...
Maybe you do it recreationally. Hey, if you do, then more power to you. All the power to you, I should say actually. And that would be the absolute truth for you. Right, so we stop here.
How can you go with the other cab?
I honestly don't know. It didn't tell me to go in the other cab, which I find it hard to believe. Proceed at restricted speed. So I believe now that is telling me I can go. And let's see. You can see now. Look. Oh, there you go. Whoa! Excuse
that was
me.
a bit.
Hello.
That was a bit of speed.
That was a bit of speed, and you can see now we've quickly run for the acknowledge button, and the emergency brakes have come on again. Oh, don't you love it? Seriously, don't you love it?
At least I'm not the one driving this.
You're not the one driving this. I tell you what, for the next DLC, the Clinchfield Railroad, if you want to see Simon drive it, press, say, Sheldon, drive the next route. There you are. That is...
I'm in Play Tracing World 2.
I guarantee you now, Simon would struggle with the 377 and the 465, and they are the most simplistic controls ever. I guarantee you would. I should actually stick him in the LGV, the TGV cab, and say, "Here you go, drive that." Simon would look at that, and he'd have a fucking, he'd be like, "What?"
We'd end up kicking it.
He'd end up saying, "Done."
Yeah, I'm gonna end up sod this. I'm walking to Marseille.
I'm walking to Marseille. Or shall we get him on HS1 with the javelins? You know, you're going to push this button, and you're going to push this button, and turn that knob, and push this button, and push this button, And we're about to see that I'm coming in way too
fast.
Too fast because I'm concentrating on my ZS knowledge. Now, you're also about to see another fuck up happen.
You bash the wagons?
No, we don't bash the wagons. Guess where did I say they were going?
Into the siding.
Yeah, well, how'd you get to the siding?
You got to reverse out. So you got to be in the front of the cab.
No. Think about it.
You got to couple them up.
No, think about it.
You got to use the brake.
Keep going.
That brake.
Keep going.
Control brake.
Let me put it like this. It was a 6% incline going up, yes? Or was it going down?
6%.
And what have now we got at the other end of the train?
No brakes.
No. When we were at the top of the train, we had the control because we were pulling the weight.
The wagon's pulling the weight.
Well, now guess what is happening now? The weight is pushing us. Oh boy. Everybody get ready for fun. Let me tell you. If you have made it this far in the video, you are not going to be disappointed. You're about to see... Oh yeah, we've got to change the junction to go in there. Right, now we're going to go back to that signal we were at before. And you can tell right about now, I am... how should we say? We are wetting ourselves because we know what's coming. We know what's coming. We can have this in 0.5 and we'll be doing 50 miles an hour down this mountain because them bloody logs are too heavy. When we were going up, we were fine. We were in control. Now we're not in control. Well, we should be in control, but we're not in control.
The logs are making you all bitch.
Yes, the logs are about to make me their bitch. That might only be a couple of 100 yards, meters even, but it's about to be the worst couple of 100 meters in my life. So you can see we turned them, or now we've gone on to 2. Big mistake. Big mistake, folks. Now you can see now we're actually preparing this now because we're down to 1.5. We're preparing this now to go down the hill, but it ain't happening. You can see right there, look, we're turning this wheel for all that it's worth and the speed is still pick. We've got it at full lock now.
Maybe we should put a high-speed train on this and see how far we get.
if you make the first tunnel, I will be very surprised. But you can see we've got full lock on the brake and it is still picking up speed down this hill. We're having to use the loco brake as extra tractive force to stop it literally careening down this hill. I guarantee you, we careen down this hill, we're off the side.
Yes.
I guarantee you that now for a fact.
I'm going to see there's YouTube videos of high-speed locos on this route.
Unfortunately, I know you will do that.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a nightmare, this route. Unfortunately, it is
worth the money, but it's a nightmare.
It is. Let me tell you now, it is absolutely value for money. You are not going to hear an argument there against it being value for money. But it is such a pain in the kibosh.
Backside.
Yes. It's honestly, it's a nightmare. You see now we got full everything, and it still won't stop. And now you're about to see a really big problem.
Getting that up.
Getting that up. Because what's the natural reactive force going to do?
Those logs are going to push you.
Them logs are going to push me. See, I'll figure this out later on, but the mistake I make here is about to happen because I'm taking all the brakes off. And you can see there, look, we're gone. Bye, see you later. We're going the wrong way, quickly.
We're going back on ourselves.
We're going back on ourselves. We put everything full service It's right about now. I'm crying for my mummy, and we're saying, please stop this bloody train. And it don't want to stop. But thankfully we get it stopped. Thankfully. It just means we now got to go a little bit further. But that's fine. Once I get this up to speed again, see, it's telling me you can go. But I make the same mistake again.
You do?
I do. You take the brakes off, because this is something they don't teach you on the introduction. You take the brakes off, and as soon as you take the brakes off, there's only one way you're going.
Down.
Down.
So how do you figure it out?
Well, now, watch. So we put the brake back on. We're doing 18, 20 kilometers an hour down this mountain. We are out of control.
By this rate, you're back at the start.
Oh, by this rate, I'll be back at the start, yeah. And then I'll be like, right, back up the hill with us, lads. Back up the hill we go. Back up the hill. You see, we've pressed the train whistle.
The people probably wonder, where's this freight train gone?
Where has this freight train gone? Well, this freight train is... Right, now we got to go 243 metres. So now we figure it out. We say, right, let's throw it into power straight away, so that when the brakes come off, we're going up.
Ah.
So you've got to put the power on to...
Make the logs your bitch.
Make the logs my bitch, exactly.
Bitch logs.
Bitch logs. That should be a name for a new TV show. Coming to you from a forest somewhere in the middle of nowhere. It's Bitch Logs.
Live from this cabin.
Live from this cabin, yeah. You know what you know they do shows like for X Factor, it's the X Factor something else.
Yeah.
For Love Island, it's Love Island something else.
We don't talk about Love Island.
We don't talk about Love Island, no. For Bitch Logs, it should be Final Cut.
Bitch logs.
Bitch Logs, exactly.
Final cut. That'd be a sight for sore eyes.
It would be a sight for sore eyes, exactly. So you can see here, now we're going up the hill. I believe we've got permission to pass this signal.
Do you have to put the ZA on again, or?
You what, sorry?
Does the ZA come on again?
No. You're about to see now, because we've taken so long, a new problem is about to present itself.
You problems.
I know! This is terrible, isn't it? This is utterly disgusting, this scenario.
You should name this scenario Ian Pool's Fuck Up 101.
Ian Pool's Fuck Ups 101, exactly.
What's the problem this time?
The problem, you can't see yet.
You didn't set the points?
No, I set the points. You saw me set the points.
You don't know how far into the side you gotta go?
No, I know how far, because I can see out the front of the cab how far I've got to go. You're about to see the problem now. It's right there.
Another train.
Another train. So I can pull this into the side in there, absolutely no problem. Right?
Yeah?
That's fine. So there you are, we're stopped. We'll go a little further. There we go. We're in.
Hopefully put those logs in the cliffs.
You what, sorry?
Put those logs over the cliffs.
No. Now, no, what do you notice?
The train's gone.
The train's gone.
Were you supposed to catch that train?
No. Because we were so relaxed in going the way we were going, we've now got to wait for that train to clear the next signal. In 4 kilometres.
Oh.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is skip these waiting 4 kilometres, because you can see it's about to tell me no.
No.
Yeah, no. So we'll be back as soon as the train is cleared, folks.
One eternity later.
Right, there we go. We've sorted it now. We had to wait 5 minutes for that train to clear that damn signal.
Well, in the 5 minutes I found something out.
What did you find out?
No one has drove the IC on this route yet.
Not yet.
Nope.
But it's going to happen.
Eventually.
Eventually it's going to happen. I think we know it's going to happen. Somebody is going to take the chance.
We're just going to do it for shits and giggles.
you just want to do it for shits and giggles?
Yeah.
Hey, do not get me wrong. I would love you to do it for shits and giggles too. It would be utterly hilarious if you could do it for shits and giggles. Even the phone thinks it's utterly hilarious. Dear me. Right. So, we've put the logs in the sidings. We're now going to go back to the signal. Because you think this scenario is over now, Simon.
Where you got to go?
Well, put it this way. We've now got to go to the next station to park this loco up. It's not good enough that it can be left in the siding with the logs. It's got to go up to the next station.
So you got to go up?
So we're going to go up the mountain again, yes.
They got some complicated freight workings.
They really do. They really, really have some utterly, thoroughly complicated freight workings. And I can tell you now for a fact. Excuse me. That someone went down the wrong hole there. That's what she said. Having done 2 recordings, a Twitch stream, and this voiceover, my throat is saying no more. Please, no more. You need to rest.
This is Ian's throat. Stop speaking! I need to rest now, bitch!
Yes, that is my throat right now. For those, I have a throat infection at the moment. I don't take antibiotics for it because I don't see the need to take antibiotics for it. They don't work. I just try to do plenty of fluid just to keep it as lubricated and wet as possible so it doesn't dry up. Because if this throat dries up, that's my money maker gone.
He was speaking like this.
Exactly. Let me put it to you like this, right? For the next Train Sim World 2 that we do, we've already recorded loads.
Like the last time we recorded, what we did about 6 in 1 day?
Yes, we did 6 in 1 day yesterday. Was it yesterday?
A couple of days ago.
A couple of days ago. We're now doing another one. Everything you hear from this point onwards is pre-recorded for the PS4. The next PS5 you are likely to see is probably going to be the Clinchfield Railroad when that comes out. I would say, because the trophies went up for this about 2 weeks in advance, I would say look in 2 weeks' time. So 2 weeks' time from the 25th, I would say...
Easter weekend?
Easter weekend. Easily Easter weekend. What would I be recording? What would that take the place on then Easter weekend? Because next week I know is the French route. We're going to have a fun with TGV. The week after is the East Coast Way.
Mm-hmm.
So, hold on. It may be, I'm thinking we're looking at the 8th or the 15th of April.
Yes.
If it's the 8th, you'll see the LGV next week. And then you'll see the Clinchfield Railroad afterwards. If it's the 15th, you'll see the East Coast Way. And then you'll see everything. Basically, it's all going to go in a certain order. And then the next DLC, it all depends on which one they rush through next, the Cathcart Circle or the Hamburg-Lübeck.
I think it's going to be a Hamburg-Lübeck.
I think it's going to be... If you went on the road map, it should be the Hamburg-Lübeck next. But I would not be surprised if they rush the Cathcart Circle through.
Yeah, because the Cathcart Circle's only, what, 8 miles, something like
It
that?
depends where they're taking the Cathcart Circle. Because we know for... Do you know what we know for a fact? I don't think we'll see the Cathcart Circle for a while. And I will tell you the biggest reason I don't think we'll see the Cathcart Circle for a while.
Because they want to put Newton and...
No. It's a bigger reason than that, right? What has Scotland got at the moment?
385s.
No. Forget the rolling stock.
Oh, because of the current situation.
Exactly. And where can't you go at the moment?
Scotland.
In Scotland. And where does the Cathcart Circle start?
Scotland.
Which station specifically?
Glasgow Central.
Exactly. A big 18th platform Glasgow Central station. Do you really think they're going to let whoever's making the game, I think it's Rivet that are making the Cathcart Circle as well, do you really think they're going to let them in just for the sake of getting pictures of Glasgow Central?
Mind this probably would be a good time to get it.
It probably would.
Since there's not many people, but...
Exactly, but they won't chance it. Look at this view coming up here. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous?
It's video game making, not essential travel.
Now!
It's their job.
Let's talk that, shall we? At the moment, there is a ban on travelling unless it's absolutely essential. But because this is their work, is it essential for them to travel for that work purpose? My argument is no. Because at the end of the day, yes, they're building a game. It's their work. But it is not essential for that to come out straight away. So they can wait.
Yes.
Although, on the flip side of the argument, as you see where we've got to go, it may look like 2.8 kilometres. Believe me, it's going to be a lot longer than that, folks, because it's going to feel a lot.
I thought that was the next station you just passed.
Yeah, no, it's this one here. We're going to Langweis, I think the station's called. Because there is a scenario that's... Don't tell anybody, but there is a 90-minute scenario where you've got to go up to Langweis. If you want to see that activity next, say, we want the 90-minute activity. If you want to see Simon do it on his own, say, Sheldon for the 90-minute talk. Just a bit of fun. Hey, if you really want, I could go really nuts. I can go ASMR right now. I can talk to them all in ASMR. All the girls right now getting their... No, don't go down that Don't go down that route. What the actual fuck? Hey.
Hey?
Now, yes, hey. You tell them exactly what you did for one of your walking journeys. You tell them.
Yeah, they need to watch that video.
You did ASMR, did you not?
Yep.
Yes. Didn't you, Carol?
No, Carol didn't.
No, but I know your secrets, pal. Just remember, I know your secrets. They don't. Although some people that actually do watch this do actually watch your travel vlogs. I can tell you that. I know one person who definitely watches this that definitely watches your travel vlogs.
And who's that?
That's Phil. Phil definitely watches this. He either watches it late at night as it uploads, or he watches it when he gets up. I presume he's watching it late at night because he's used it to go to sleep.
Ooh, snap.
No, it's all banter with Phil. It's all banter with Phil. Or he's using it when he wakes up because he needs something to help him wake up. Hashtag banter. If that is the case, Phil, leave it in the chat, and when we organise our meets in the future, we'll talk about how best to. What's that there?
It's a tunnel.
No, there's something there before the tunnel. There was something there before the tunnel.
I think it was a tree.
I think it was a tree. It may have been a tree. It actually looks more like a metal container. Thank God I don't have to do them on this route. See, look at that, and that it's just passed like that because we've been nattering on.
This is the word lovely binds up.
Yes.
Can't see it as much.
I bet right now, if I typed in the Arosa Line on Flickr,
there is actually cab rides on this. On
yes,
YouTube.
There is YouTube cab rides, but the YouTube cab rides are from the later time when the units replaced these things. See, these things, they may be 1973, 1984, but units have come in to replace these. Which is a shame, because I would love to travel behind one of these local halls.
What did they sound like?
These things. They don't actually sound... One thing I will say, you probably won't have picked it up. You do actually hear, you know, when you go under an electric pantograph, especially when it's wet,
Yeah.
and you can hear the crackle off the pantograph when the wire
Yes.
touches the wire. You can hear that. You can actually physically hear that crackle in this unit. You might not be able to hear it now because there are two fat blokes talking over it. Well, speak for myself, but you know, the point stands.
Yes.
Exactly. So we are approaching Langweis is over there. We just got to go around a couple more tight corners, and then we're there.
Because the Swiss thinks, oh, it's okay to build it on hills and mountainsides.
It's the Swiss, Simon. Do they really need Swiss? Do they really need any excuse?
Because they didn't want to cut corners.
Oh my God! Everyone in the chat right now, hashtag get out Sheldon. That joke was terrible. That joke is not gonna cut the cheese. Oh boy, they're all coming out. We've completely lost the plot now, haven't we?
You're milking this one.
Oh God, no, dear me. Hey, it could be worse. I could be going cuckoo. The hills are alive with the sound of fucking no one.
Yeah, we haven't seen no one.
Exactly.
Was this COVID?
This must be the COVID version. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with the.
I haven't even seen a cargo pass.
You haven't even seen a cargo pass. Why does this? Was that in?
Should be.
It should be. If it's not been recorded, we're in trouble. I think it is picking us up though, because it does say recorded, so I think we're all right. If it hasn't been recorded all this time, we've just wasted 2 hours of our time.
Chatting to the screen.
Chatting to the screen. Yes, exactly. That's the good thing though about playback, because guess what I can do? As soon as this is done, I can just go back and say we are talking. Press 1 in the chat if you can hear us. Press 2 in the chat if you want us to fuck off.
There's somebody.
There's somebody. So we pull up right here, and this is the end of our journey today.
The absolute end.
The absolute end, yes. There we go. Thank you for completing this run. Let's see how I performed. If I didn't get the gold trophy after this, I will be absolutely very surprised.
Show us the gold trophy!
It's not time to show you the gold trophy yet. Now it's time to show you the gold trophy. Show me the gold trophy! Hey, we got the gold medal. Good-o. Good-o. So that's going to do it then, folks. Let's get 25. I apologise for it being a long one. They said 50 minutes. It ended up taking, well, nearly 25 minutes on top of that. So
yes.
my apologies. Get subscribed for more F1 2020 My Team Career Mode, The Last of Us Remastered, Death Stranding, Marvel Spider-Man, Train Sim World 2 on Sunday. Stay safe, be kind to each other. You can't be kind but quiet. There's no place in the world you can't be kind to other people. And as per usual, Sheldon here gets the last word.
Thank God it's over.
Is that all you got to say?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. We'll see you next week then, folks.